Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully by the time you're watching this video, a new Nintendo Direct for tomorrow has been announced. Now, there is a national emergency in Japan right now with an earthquake and potential tsunamis. So, that's pretty serious stuff, and maybe it has been canceled or delayed. Regardless, I have some massive news, like huge Switch 2 games that are leaking, some of them actually kind of confirmed, as well as some other amazing Switch 2 updates. So let's go and get right into it. So like I was saying, there was a huge earthquake, and I think the west coast of America and Japan and maybe somewhere else has tsunami warnings. And in the past, Nintendo has delayed directs for like big events like this. So hopefully everything's good over there, and hopefully a direct has been announced for tomorrow. But if it has not, you know what? I'm gonna do my own damn direct right now, because I have huge updates and leaks, like massive stuff, multiple huge first-party Switch 2 games leaking that are kind of confirmed as well, and it's pretty cool stuff. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our amazing communities growing. And let's go ahead and get right into this video. So today, Nintendo gave us a overview trailer for a new first-party Switch 2 game, and it's a game, I'll be honest, I don't care about at all, and that is Wilchair Basketball. Yes, it has a name, but to be honest, who the hell cares, right? The very first thing that's turning me off from this game is just the presentation. Like, in theory, the idea might be fun, and it might translate and actually be a fun game, but it looks so damn boring and so flat, so soulless, no color. It's like, is this Nintendo? Because Nintendo is normally the bubblier, colorful company, you know what I mean? They could have used ARMS characters, that would have been cool, or have custom characters, and maybe that's still a thing, or maybe they do have that and I missed it, but it's just not drawing me in. The great thing is this game is only $20, so, at least it's not like 40 bucks, 50 bucks, God forbid $70. So I think Nintendo knows it's like more of a game to get you familiar even more with the mouse controls, and I am happy they are starting to lean on that more and more. Me and my daughters have been playing Mario Paint. It is goofy and whimsical and so damn fun. I really think they're going to announce a remake, and I think that would be fantastic. They also added mouse controls to Nobunaga's Ambition, the Super Nintendo version. So they are, doing some stuff with mouse controls, but I think this is like the first real mouse Switch 2 game. I don't know, in theory, like I'm saying, it looks okay, but I just think this is going to be something that is quickly forgotten. But there is a new overview trailer, so check that out if you're interested. And that's why I'm thinking there is a direct as well. I mean, obviously that will probably be announced by now, but an 8-minute overview trailer for this game, it's like, let's get that out of the way and then have a direct. But I'm in the past, you guys are in the future. You guys know more than me right now. Now, something I thought was not going to happen, and doesn't happen, Nintendo listening to feedback. Not the Nintendo I know. I will be honest, I have not experienced the issue for a few reasons. In Mario Kart World, I guess there was like a problem where it was not selecting a certain track or a certain amount of laps or something. I'll be honest, I don't even know what the real problem was. To be honest, I don't really play Mario Kart World at all. Did like 5 hours of it, said cool, whenever there's DLC or a reason to come back, I will. It's a game I play on stream sometimes, but that's pretty much it. So I didn't experience whatever the issue is, and whatever that issue is, I really don't know. You guys know, but I don't know. But I think it was like some thing with picking a track or whatever, and people are really upset about that, and you should be upset. If something changed for the worse, be vocal about it. Now, being vocal doesn't always mean something will happen, but in this case, it did, I guess, because there was a new Mario Kart World update, and that is release 1.2.0, and they did some key changes, I guess. Number one, they nerfed the boomerang flower item as its homing potency was reduced. So I guess it was too OP or something, and added some new rule options to verse race in both single player and multiplayer game modes, and made some bug fixes. So that's pretty cool. I guess in the last update is when we got those controversial changes. Like I said, I never experienced them, or maybe I did and I'm just too dumb to realize it. But it's cool, man, that Nintendo heard the feedback and was like, yeah, let's make a positive change here. So I think that's awesome. I really do. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have some huge leaks for huge first-party Nintendo Switch 2 games. One of them we know about, but we don't know when it's coming out, really kind of what's going on. God, I really wish I could find my old videos. Literally like 8 months ago, I was talking in multiple videos and people were asking me like, what do you think we see for the Switch 2? And multiple times I said a Splatoon spinoff. And I'm not even a Splatoon fan at all. But I do want to try to give it a chance soon again. It just didn't click for me every time I tried to play it. But a Splatoon spinoff, I'm going to play. I think that looks awesome. But I called it a million times and then obviously it happened. I'm not saying I'm the only person, but it's cool when you're like, this is going to happen. And then it happens. Maybe I am clairvoyant and a psychic. And maybe you should pay me $100 a minute and I could read your minds. Think of a number 1 to 10 right now. 6. Did I guess it? Who knows? But yeah, a retailer just leaked a bunch of stuff about this game. For entertainment purposes only, a game retailer in Malaysia leaked a few tidbits about Splatoon Raiders. Number 1, 2025 release. Some people are thinking 2026 release. I think I see where they're coming from, but I just feel like, for the most part, Nintendo lets you know when a game is coming out that year. I mean, unless it's Metroid Prime 4. We've been talking about that game for like 50 years. And then Tamagotchi Life, that's coming out next year, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I think that's all the big games we know about that were like delayed or didn't have real release dates. But this, I feel like, was coming out this year. And I think it's so random they just dropped this on the Nintendo Today app. I think that's what they call it. I'll be honest, I have not used it since like the third day it was out. I just find the updates on Twitter, which is more convenient for me. I have the app, I just don't want to go on a Nintendo app. It's not my thing per se. But yeah, this game looks very, very interesting. Focus on adventure and exploration. Have more of a story this time, which all of those things are like checking the boxes for me to be interested. A new quest system. The mechanic player is skilled in mechanical modification. Machine mods? And then you can kind of see that right here, right? It almost looks like you have like a mech suit or some kind of crafting stuff. And just from the trailer, the graphics look incredible. And that's not even the finished process, right? So I think it's going to look gorgeous. Yes, I'm a sucker for the tropical theme. Super Mario Sunshine is my favorite Mario game. Final Fantasy X, that whole vibe, I love it. I'm born and raised in Florida. I love the tropical stuff. So I'm a sucker for that. It just works in this game, you know what I mean? So very exciting stuff. And I think this is great. I think this is a good way to get people into a franchise that they're familiar with, like me. But, sometimes when you feel like you get into something too late, you missed something. Splatoon 3, I heard, is incredible. I've not played it, but it looks good. I've heard it's amazing. It's the best Splatoon so far. But you feel like if you weren't around for Splatoon 2, that you missed something. You know what I mean? Especially you can go back to Splatoon 1. So a spinoff is a good way to get people familiar with the franchise. And I think they're doing that here. But ladies and gentlemen, that's not all the information that I have for you. Another major franchise that I think makes sense now that I think about it. Nintendo likes to give you like a taste of something, like an appetizer before the main course. For example, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, or whatever the hell they called it. That came out in January, I believe, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza in July, and we didn't even know about Bonanza. But it's like, hey, look, Donkey Kong's here. And then we have a movie, and then we have some other stuff, and Donkey Kong World, we're putting it in your face, right? I think they also did that with Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, which one of the best games they've ever made or remade. It's phenomenal. The timing is interesting. Why not release that in the middle of the Switch's life cycle or like a year ago? You know what I mean? Why wait to the end of the Switch's life or before the Switch 2 came out? I know the Switch is still going. Or why not wait until the Switch 2? easily could have made that a Switch 2 game and made it a dual release with the Switch as well. Well, you do that because you have another Xenoblade game coming. Recent post by Xenoblade composer fuels rumors that a new entry for the Switch 2 is in development. So this is the composer for Xenoblade. I'm working on a new project together with wonderful creators from around the world. Please look forward to the official announcement. So that's like, hey, look out for a huge announcement. And it's like, whoa, what the hell is that? Yeah, this makes perfect sense to me. Would this be Xenoblade 4? If I'm not mistaken, Nash, Guido, and a few other people leaked maybe all the way back in February that the next entry in Xenoblade would actually be a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles X. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's all lining up, right? Why not release this game a year ago? Why not release it on the Switch 2? Well, you release it on the Switch, get people re-familiar with it, and then drop the sequel on the Switch 2 this year. I actually think it would come this year. I think this is going to be a surprise out of nowhere, and like at the direct potentially, and then that would be amazing. The quality of Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is peak. It is peak gaming. So making something as good as that, but with the Switch 2 performance and graphics, dude, Monolith Soft is something that needs to be held in high regard, and they are, but I just think whatever's coming for the Switch 2 from them, Nintendo has something really special going on. I think we're going to see the peak of pretty much every franchise, and this is truly amazing news. Truly, truly great. So, yeah, man. We'll see what happens, but there's either a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, or unfortunately it's been delayed because of, like, national emergencies, that's a fair reason to cancel it. But if it's not canceled, we are in for some massive, massive announcements tomorrow. Obviously third party, but I think first party is going to have some real surprises. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most. In the comments below, I would love to hear from you. If you made it to this part of the video, hit a like and subscribe. Follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram. Let's keep this community growing. And remember, every single Saturday, I give away multiple eShop gift cards and eShop sell videos right here on my channel. And I just gave away a Switch 2. I'm going to give away more as the year goes on. I'm like Mr. Breast, or whatever the hell his name is. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon with a new video. Peace out.